Hey, I'm Hannah Meyer, and welcome. I'm a communications major at Waldorf University with a focus in public relations, and I play clarinet in the band here. I also play piano in my free time because I love music so much. I'm a writer, and although my focus consists mostly of prose, I enjoy writing and reading poetry as well. My favorite poet is Tanner Olson, and just in the past year, Tanner released his second book, As You Go. In this photo here is a short poem by Tanner Olson that I drew on my arm. Next, my previous work experience. The summer before my junior year in high school, June of 2018, I began working at Riverfront Broadcasting in Algona as a radio announcer and music DJ. In this position, I announced weather every hour along with choosing the music lineup for each hour. I also controlled the sports game announcement schedule from the station, and on Sundays, played a pre-recorded church service on air from a CD. Ensuring other Sunday programs played at their proper times was also important on those days. In February of 2020, I worked at the Algona YMCA in childcare. I majorly worked with younger kids ages 3 to 5, supervising and entertaining them. In my portfolio here, I have some different photos. First, I have these photos of me that my sister and I took together. We're super close and always being silly together. Next, I have this photo from my Instagram. On this account, I post different drawings I've done on my friends and me, and it's kind of like tattoos. But I love how it's just pen, and I can always go back to a fresh canvas and keep going. This photo is one I took in Chicago when I went on a band trip in high school. I wanted to capture the tree amidst the tall buildings because I loved the beauty of it. Finally, I have this photo I edited using Photoshop during my first semester at Waldorf. In it, I used multiple different tools and created the effect that I'm laying on a leaf in a bubble. I thought it would be a really fun project considering how much I wanted to be small like a fairy when I was really young. That photo brings me into the different Adobe softwares I can use. Throughout my time at Waldorf, I have learned to use Illustrator, Photoshop, and InDesign, all of which were used to create this brochure on screen. The font style used for Hannah Not Henna is one I created using Illustrator. It was a lot of fun, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. In addition to editing the photos with Photoshop, I also used Photoshop to cut out the different pens I used so they would no longer have a background. The overall brochure was made through InDesign. I have also learned how to use Premiere Pro in my time here at Waldorf, and have a video available that I edited using the software.
Hey, Sherry. Hey, Krishna, what's going on? Oh, you know. Hey, have you seen Matthew? Yeah, you know Matthew? You know, Matthew. 5'8", dreamy brown eyes. Oh, Matthew, yeah. Yeah, Matthew. I don't know.
When it comes to my interests, it can generally be narrowed down to music. Most prominently in the music world, I love color guard. I've been in color guard since my 8th grade year. My junior year, the theme was Les Miserables, as seen in the photo here. My junior year was also the year that I made the decision to join drum corps and march over the summer. I joined Colt Cadets, and it was amazing. I wouldn't change it for anything. Here, I have a photo of me performing in Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. That's the home of the Colts football team. Although this past summer drum corps season was canceled, I plan to try again for this summer. I was recently asked by the Colts to join their ranks, not the football Colts this time. And I'm currently working on that. A newfound musical interest of mine is songwriting. I never thought I would be able to do it before, but I sat down one day, and without thinking, I now nearly have 2 completed songs, piano and vocals. You can probably find me doing something music-related about 95% of the time, even if it's just listening to some of my favorite music by artist versus poet. If you would like to see more of my work or get to know a little more about me, you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Flickr, and Facebook.